If you're looking for a summer read and boating or adventure is your style, check out The Voyage of Yankee Lady. Judith Silva is the author of this book and joins us now. Welcome, Judith.
Thank you.
This is really a true story about your adventures
Yes.
on the Yankee Lady. So what started it all? Why did you decide to do something like this?
Well, my husband Jim, as a young person, dreamed of circumnavigating New England. And we finally found that we had the boat and the time and the skill to do it. So we decided to do it, and we invited 2 other couples to go with us.
And this is a boat that comfortably sleeps all 6 of you?
No, 3 boats.
Oh, 3 boats.
3
Very
boats.
good. Okay. So the 3 of you were basically following a specific path that your husband mapped out.
Well, we left Long Island Sound, went down to the Hudson River, up the Hudson River, through the Champlain Canal into Lake Champlain. Spent a little bit of time there, then into the Richelieu River and locks, then into the St. Lawrence River, down the St. Lawrence River, a little side trip to the Saguenay River, then around the Gaspé Peninsula, then down the coast of New Brunswick. Then the next summer, the next year, we went to Prince Edward Island, over to Cape Breton, over to the Bras d'Or Lake, through the Bras d'Or Lake to Newfoundland, back through the Bras d'Or Lake, down the coast of Nova Scotia, around the bottom of Nova Scotia, over to Maine,
goodness.
and then back down to Connecticut. It was 3,000 miles.
That is amazing. And you and the other people got along fine?
Basically. I mean, it's like family. We were together 90 days each summer, and we have known each other before. We had cruised together before. Yes, little squabbles would arise, like in any family, but no, we got along fine and very well.
Well, you absolutely have to love being out in the sea, and of course, you got to love to sail or
Yes.
be on a boat.
This is true. I learned to sail when I was 12 at a summer camp in a small boat, which was great training for learning and going on a voyage later. In a big boat, it's a lot easier to sail, but you have to learn to navigate and that sort of thing. So I learned to do that as an adult. Then I met Jim, and we were married, and we decided to do this together.
That's right. He was on the boat with you, and what a journey. What really stands out in your mind as you think about what you've done, really? I know there's so many things, right?
It was an awesome adventure and a great accomplishment. I do want to talk a little bit about our preparation, because we, all 6 of us, met frequently, mapped out GPS waypoints, spent hours planning it before we left. Also, I need to say that in terms of Jim and myself, we combined our experiences when we got married in 1996. I had a great deal of experience, as did he. We were both very strong-minded individuals.
I'm sure.
Our children wondered how we would do as co-captains. We found out that a little bit later in Florida. That's another story. But I need to tell you that when we were talking about this trip, and when we decided to get married, he asked me if I would rather have an engagement ring or radar.
And you chose the radar?
Of course.
Of course. Of course. All right, so there were 6 of you planning this
Yes.
trip. How much of that, was it a group effort, or was it easy to decide where to go based on all the people involved?
Looking at the charts, yes, because we didn't plan on each harbor in advance. We planned that as we went along. But the route was pretty well planned out, because you needed to follow the coastline. And then crossing the Cabot Strait over to Newfoundland, again, it was obvious to go to Port aux Basques, which is the entrance point into Newfoundland. No, we all agreed on where we were going to go.
All right, well, what were some of the challenges of this journey? There's got to be some. Did you come into some issues with the boat? Did you
Yes.
guys run into problems
One of
with
the
anything
boats, Tom and Rosalie Isley, had a 30-foot Catalina, and it had a cranky engine.
Uh-oh.
Now, I need to say, Jim is a master mechanic.
Gotta have one.
Absolutely. Never would have finished the trip without him. And I don't know, someday I'll go through the book and count how many times we heard, Jim, my engine won't start. And every time he could fix it. But that was a major challenge, and certainly a source of anxiety for them.
All right. Now, you have pictures that we want to showcase right
Yes.
now. So as we go through these photos, tell us some of your adventures.
All right. I need to mention the other couple that we went with first.
Oh, absolutely.
Tom and Barbara Frasca, both of them accomplished sailors and good navigators. And Tom and Rosalie Isley, as I said. Rosie was the housewife and the provider of baked goods. Tom was basically single-handed, because she wasn't particularly a sailor, but she would go anywhere.
Okay.
All right, the trip.
Yes, the trip.
I guess I won't
Where
go.
do you want to start?
I think I'll give you an overview of where we went first,
Okay.
and that would be the chart down here. We left the Connecticut River and traveled down Long Island. Did I already say this?
Yes,
I'm sorry.
we did.
Okay.
So we're good.
Okay.
So if you want to just go ahead and go to the pictures, that would be
Okay,
great. We
okay.
have the picture of the boat right now.
The picture of Yankee Lady is in the center, and that is in Port aux Basques, Newfoundland. And Yankee Lady is our beautiful boat that I bought new in 1986 and fell in love with. And she is a sturdy boat, will take us anywhere.
You also have a picture of a whale?
Yes. Just off the Saguenay River in Tadoussac on the St. Lawrence River, the whales congregate there in the summertime because the krill comes down from Labrador, the Labrador Current. So there are whales everywhere.
So we're looking at the photo right now.
You're looking
of
at the
whale.
photo of the whale.
Is
that
it
was
just
about,
one whale or
No,
several?
they are all over the place.
So you were in the middle
We
of...
were in the middle of them. They know
a
where
pod.
they know where we are. You're not supposed to approach them, but if you're sitting still, they're going to come over to you. They can tell you're there by you leave your engine on, and they can hear the sound, and they can also hear the sonar from the depth sounder. So they know where you are.
I
And
love whales.
They
They're
certainly
so
have-
fascinating,
and
aren't they?
Yes, they are, and they have the right of way.
What do you have over there in the middle? What is that?
That is the Saguenay River. That's a fjord, and that's the cliff. And at part of the Saguenay River, and if you look in the very bottom of the picture, you see a very small white spot, and that's our boat.
That is the boat right there.
Yes.
I can barely see it, but it is
That's
there.
correct, yes.
Now I understand you will be writing a second book.
I will. We went to the Bahamas in Jim's boat, Albatross, which is in Florida. So we left Palm Beach and went over to the Bahamas and back again, and that's a book coming out in December.
Excellent. Well, you've probably inspired a lot of people to get on their boat, or they don't have a boat, go find a friend who has a boat, get on a journey with them. Again, the name of the book is The Voyage of Yankee Lady, and Judith Silva, thank you for being with us. It was
You're
lovely.
very welcome.
Coming up next, Karen Lanahan shares clean eating barbecue recipes. But first, take a look at this.